He's back with a brand new album which is called 10. We'll find out all about it. Derek Ryan joins me on the big interview tonight. How are you, sir?
Good evening. That's a great interview, or a great opening introduction.
So you're a busy man as always. You've got the new album out, 10. Tell us all about this album.
Yeah, well, it's called 10. It's my 10th studio album, basically. And I always laugh because it's called 10, but there's 12 tracks on it. But yeah, so 12 original tracks. I've been working on it pretty much since January. I went out to Nashville, wrote a few songs out there, and the rest then I wrote with friends of mine, or on my own, or either friends of mine here in Ireland. So yeah, probably it's probably my most progressive, as I would call it, Irish country album that I've done. And songs like Honey Honey with Lisa McHugh and The Door, and there's a lot of I have to say my producer Jonathan Owens has kind of tried different things. He's kind of pushing the boat out a little bit, so it's great. And there's also your other rivals, like You Can't Stay Here, and kind of people in songs that people would be used to from me, I suppose. So yeah, a bit of everything really.
And of course, we're all loving the single with Lisa, Honey Honey. It's been a great success, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, I mean, look, we've known each other for years. Really, we started out doing the same kind of spots, in little halls, all around, and so it was about time we did something together, really.
Yeah.
And I had a song that I felt could be a duet, and I wrote it with a guy Owen Blacken, who I've wrote a lot of stuff with, and I said, look, we'll play it to Lisa and see what she thinks. So thankfully she loved it. And you know what? It's kind of unusual because we both sing it in the same key,
right,
which is it's unusual, but it really works. When it kicks into the chorus, our voices really blend well together. And I knew the minute we did a kind of a demo in the studio, it was like, this is gonna rock. Like, this has to be a single. Yeah.
So last time you were in Belfast, you were here for the Farmers Bash, which is just a massive gig, isn't it?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah, I have to say now, like, I put it up on social media the next day. I said that's probably the best yet. It really was. Last year was brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but I suppose the first for everything, everyone's up kind of, and they're a bit anxious and they're a little bit. You don't really know what to expect.
Yes, yeah.
But this year everything was a lot more relaxed, and the crowd were up for it. It was. I really enjoyed it, which was the main thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and hopefully the crowd did as well. And yeah, just a night for the memory books, really. Yeah.
So it must be nice to play a big gig like that and then do the smaller acoustic unplugged stuff you're doing at the minute as well, getting right up and close to the people.
Yeah, I mean, look, I enjoy all types of gigs really, but the unplugged came about because we were doing this gig in McCrory's in Culdaff every year, just a 3-piece, and it was selling out every year, and we just had so much fun doing it. I said, we need to take this on the road, and the whole idea was to play venues we never played before. So we didn't want to take it to the regular theatres that we play or whatever, so the Black Box in Belfast. I'm looking forward to that, and as you say, it's a nice contrast. We do our dances, we do our festivals outside, we do our arenas.
Yes, yeah.
But I just really enjoy these gigs, and I have a great chat with the audience, and chat about the songs, where they came from, and sometimes we take up requests as well. People might shut up a random song, and away we go. So it's great fun, and it's kind of funny because people really don't know what they're coming to in a way. Yeah. But no, it's great. It's really enjoyable.
So I was looking down your list of tour dates, especially for this year. It's been a crazy year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I mean, I think we hit kind of 200 or more gigs a year. Wow, which is a lot. It's a lot of travelling. But no, I love it. I mean, look, it's great to be so busy, really. Not so long ago, I was gigging in pubs in London and kind of wondering how I was going to pay the rent, to be honest. No, look, it's fantastic, and the glory of it is for me as well that I get to perform my own songs. So I have a platform and an outlet. Obviously, we do covers and everything else, but I have an outlet there for if I have a song that I think might work, and I get to play it and perform it all over, so it's great.
And of course, it must be nice winning the awards. You won the Irish Post Awards for Best Singer this year, and then it must be nice to win one for your songwriting as well. Yeah,
it was great. I mean, look, I've won a couple of awards for songwriting, and so it was nice to actually finally win a Best Male. So I've been on the scene maybe 7 years or so. So it was fantastic. But it's been a great year, and The Fire last year was my album, which was a great success as well. So, look, I suppose you just keep working away and see what happens, you know.
And was songwriting something you were always good at? Or does it take time to learn your craft?
Some might argue I'm still not good at it, but no, look, it's something I started writing songs when I was 12, 13, but yeah, like they weren't very good, like.
Yeah.
But I always had an interest in poetry, and I got an A in English. I always say this, but I'm very proud of the A because it was my only A in my Leaving Cert. So, always had an interest. A great English teacher, so she encouraged me to be creative and everything else, and that combined with the music we were playing at home, and then I got it in a pop band, and we got publishing deal for writing. So I got to write with a lot of great writers, you know, and learnt a lot from that, and worked with great producers who were also writers, and just constantly looking around and learning. And then I decided to kind of take the craft back to the Irish country music scene, because at the time, you know, maybe 10 years ago when I was thinking about releasing God's Plan, there wasn't too many guys, if any, really releasing original songs, you know. There was a few, don't get me wrong, probably someone would ring in and go, you know, there was guys writing songs and very good songs, but in general, not on a consistent basis, I don't think, and people actually encouraged me not to release original songs and just try and find something that people might know and do your own version of it. But I wasn't I do that sometimes, obviously, but it's not what I really am about, you know.
So when you were growing up, was there always music and country music around your home?
Yeah, there was. Daddy, my dad Pat, still plays in a two-piece social dance band, so he would have been playing traditional music and then country music as well. Mostly kind of, you know, music from the Irish stars like Big Tom and you know, Gene Stewart, and, you know, all those guys, and Brian Call, and so we would have grown up listening to all that. And then as time went on, we had tapes from Daniel O'Donnell and Louise Morrissey, Declan Ernie, John Hogan, you name it. So I grew up surrounded by it. So it's no surprise really to people that I'm writing in that genre, and I sing in that genre, because I just feel so comfortable. I pretty much know every song, you know, and from years ago, and you know, so yeah, we're definitely always surrounded by it. But I think you can tell that by and you can tell when other guys and girls have been growing up with it as well, you know. So it's great. And
your first kind of interest in music started at the age of 4 when you were given this drum kit. Is that correct?
Yeah. I got a drum kit for Christmas. Now it was a Thai drum kit, and just loved it. I think there was holes in it after about 2 weeks. It was just me baiting away. I'd say my parents regretted getting it, but a few years later, then I got a real drum kit, and I kind of went off music for my period between 4 years old and maybe 8 or 9. I was just mad into sport. Loved soccer, handball, you know, you name it, sport. And then I got the real drum kit, and that's when I really got into it.
And then you went on, you became like the Boron champion or something, didn't you?
Yeah, the Boron, yeah. I won the Cayley Drummond All-Ireland and the Boron All-Ireland in the Flacchioles. So I was kind of an early... I peaked soon. I was 9 when I won the All-Ireland and the Boron, and then I was 15 when I got the Cayley Drummond one. That was kind of more of an achievement, really, because it was a tough competition, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, look, regardless of winning or losing, we did it for the fun. We went to music festivals where there was no competitions, and we just went for music classes, and but we loved it. We love, and you know, traditional music is a big influence in my songs as well, you know.
And of course, you were very young when you got into the boy band D-Side. That was the first time that I met you when you were touring with the guys. Yeah. There must have been a lot of pressure at that time, because you'd had your Boyzone, you'd had Westlife, and then come this new boy band, D-Side. So what was that whole experience like? Yeah,
it was crazy. Like, looking back, you know, again, I wouldn't change it, because I learnt an awful lot, you know, about the business, more so about the business than anything else, and how it works, and, you know, what you need to do, and how hard you have to work.
Yeah.
You know, we got a great work ethic initially from my dad, but I would have, you know, even in the boy band, like, we worked hard, you know, we didn't make any money, but we worked as hard as any band worked to get there, and unfortunately it didn't work.
But you're all over the world, weren't you? You were like getting on planes here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, we were. We toured Germany with a girl called Jeanette, who's kind of like the German, or was the German Britney Spears, kind of, you know. We did 3 weeks with her. We toured Japan quite a lot in our own tours. We did gigs in Sweden, France, Holland, Belgium, Ireland, UK. We did all the arenas a couple of times with different bands, and the Smash Hits tour. Top of the Pops, if anyone growing up who's my age, I did all the things that you would say, wow, we're on the front cover of Smash Hits and we performed on Top of the Pops. Like, that's pretty...
Exactly, yeah.
It's pretty cool, I got a Blue Peter badge as well, so I've got 3 things rocking there. So, look, it was a great experience. At the same time, it's unfortunate that it didn't work out. It's kind of funny now, you see the bands coming back that were out 20 years ago and they're still going, and you kind of wonder why, where did it go wrong for us or whatever. But at the same time, I'm dare I say, I'm kind of glad it did, because I'm much happier now. I'm doing the music that I have control over. And
so the time when D-Side finished, did you think, that's it, I don't want anything more to do with the music industry?
Basically, yeah, I did. And it was, it's hard to know what, I suppose, depression is, but it definitely was a down for everyone considered in the band, because we were going from being really busy to being in VIP parties, being on all these shows to nothing. And you're sitting in a house in London and you're kind of going, right, what do I do now? And as well as that, in a way, like, you're kind of known as, maybe locally and all that, you're kind of known as your man from the boy band, or you're known to people as this guy, and they don't really, you kind of have to, you don't even know yourself, because I was in the band from school to the band, so I didn't really know myself. So I decided I have to get my brain in order, and I went back to university, gigged in pubs to kind of learn my craft.
And you're studying to become an accountant, weren't you?
Yeah, accountant and finance in UCL in London, like evening courses. So I always joke at the gigs that I was gigging at weekends and I was studying in the evenings, so I never had to get up in the morning. I had my life just totally worked out. Like, it was brilliant.
So then how did you take the big plunge then and decide, yes, this is what I'm going to do full time, I'm going to go down this country road and do this?
Yeah, I didn't take it easily, because at the time there was recession and everything else in Ireland, and I had a song, I had God's Plan, and I recorded that in London with a friend of mine from the Pop days who did it as a favour.
And did you know at the time when you wrote that song was going to do it for you? Did you know there was something special about it?
Funny enough, I did. I did, yeah. And some people say they didn't. But I didn't know it was going to do anything for me, but I knew it was good.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Yes. I knew there was something there. And I know that sounds like I'm saying my own song is good, but I knew there was... And I funny enough, I recorded it and I gave it to I gave it to a lot of singers here to record.
Yes.
So I didn't plan on coming into the scene. And then I moved back and I was gigging in Carlow with a wedding band and my own wedding band, and I was gigging in churches and pubs and all the rest, singing at weddings, and no one took the song on.
Right.
Now, some of them tell me since they didn't get it, like the management didn't pass it on or whatever. So no one took it on. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. Yes, so I got home and I remember I was out for dinner with my family in Kilkenny, and there was a country concert on in the function room of this hotel. It just happened. I just popped my head in and I said to my family, I said, I could do that, like. And they went, just do it, so. Stop talking about it, will you? And just do it. So the next day I ordered CDs and literally went online and went through every DJ I could find that played country music in the land, like. Yeah. And bought a load of envelopes and sent it out, and that was it. That's what got it going. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Back to basics, like no record company.
And now, of course, the big tribute is everybody's recorded it ever since.
And pretty much some guys I sent it to recorded it since. So it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. But look, anyone can, feel free for anyone to record it.
Have you heard any truly bad versions that you've gone, no, they've ruined my song?
I haven't. No, in fairness, no, I haven't heard any bad versions. I actually searched it for fun. Sometimes I search it on iTunes.
Right. Yes.
And obviously Drake comes up. Drake robbed my idea. Was it Drake? God's Plan, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but no, there's actually a really cool kind of bluegrass version online as well from America.
Yeah. And
then some other songs of mine have been translated into, Life is a River was translated into Swedish.
Right. Okay,
so that's really nice as well. So and then there's another song of mine, Fly, was translated into Italian. So,
right.
It's cool to kind of get those songs back as well.
What about the whole songwriting process? Do you write when you're on the road, or do you take a break and lock yourself away for a bit and do the writing? How does the process work?
I used to kind of, whenever an idea came into my head, just, write on the road or write. But now I will like sing an idea into a phone or something, but I'll park it. Yeah. I won't. I used to write straight away, and now it's kind of, I have to plan it. Sometimes there will be an opportunity where you're at home and you can't sleep and you get the guitar at 3 a.m. and all those kind of rock and roll stories. But in general now I plan my writing sessions, and I either write on my own or write with people, and it's all kind of, because I'm so busy that otherwise it just wouldn't. And a certain time of year would be more productive than others, like January, February, March, when I'm just doing theatres basically. I have a lot of time. So in between I'll go to Nashville, or I'll meet up with people, and I'll get a lot of writing done in those 3 or 4 months.
I wanted to ask you about Nashville as well, because you've spent a lot of time out there, and that must have been a dream come true the first time going out there to play in Nashville, yeah?
Yeah, well, I recorded my This Is Me album in Nashville, and that was an amazing experience. I worked with some of the best players. Keith Urban's MD was my MD for the... Keith Urban's guitar player and banjo player and everything else. He was my MD for the record, and then Jeff Balling was a Grammy-nominated producer, and his album before that was Don Henley's solo album, number one. So it's like, he says, yeah, I was emailing him. It took a lot of work. I was emailing him back and forth before I went out with different songs and Skyping, and he said, yeah, I'm just finishing up, Don's album. And I was like, oh dear, what have I got myself in for here? But no, it was amazing. And then obviously I've gone back out, and actually Jeff hooked me up with a lot of writers out there as well. So got to work with the amazing Victoria Shaw as well, in her house in Nashville. And wow. Yeah, so I know quite a few people out there now, which is great, because whenever, at the moment there's no call for me to, I wouldn't get a publishing deal out there because I'm not out there.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to be out there and producing every day, And
you would never think of taking maybe a year out and going to Nashville?
I might do, yeah, or even a summer, or just something like that. But at this moment in time, I have a band, and I want to keep my band, course, and I love the guys, and I want to keep the show on the road, really. Here, but it's definitely something I would do down the line, maybe, or even just a week here and there, more often.
And of course you must have played the Bluebird Cafe, which is the venue everybody wants to play, isn't
I did.
it?
I played a song actually. I was working with a writer out there, and he invited me as a guest. It's kind of tradition if you have a guest in town to get up to sing a song. So I got up and sang a song, and it was amazing. Yeah, but I couldn't video it because you're not allowed. Yeah, I have no proof. And I said, is there any way I can just have a phone? They were like, no, because songwriters sometimes can actually sing songs that haven't been released yet. Yes. And they're giving away ideas and stuff, so just no phones. But I have seen footage from there since, so there's people recording.
There is,
shouldn't be recording.
I've seen footage, yeah,
but no, I didn't want to get thrown out. The one time I was there,
And have you done the Grand Ole Opry yet?
I haven't sang. No, I haven't. I've been there. No, I haven't, unfortunately. But you never know. Look, I never thought I'd sing in the Bluebird or work with Victoria Shaw or people like that. So or headline the SSE Arena. So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
I love the song that you wrote for Philomena Begley.
Oh yeah.
And the amazing thing about it is it just sums up Philly's whole life in one song. It's genius writing. How did all this come about?
I met her, I think it was at TV3 actually. They were doing a country music, it was Country Music Day or something, World Day or something. And myself and Philomena and Cleona were on actually. And so Philomena said, look, I have a book coming out, and would you write a song? And I said, well, what's the title of the book? And she said, My Life, My Music, My Memories. And I was like, could you give me an easier rhyme than that? But I said, look, the song has to be the title of the book. It's not going to work. It has to be. So I had to work it out, and so I just said, what do you want it to be about? And she explained, she didn't want too many references to songs that she had sang, or maybe subtly, and she said she's behind the spotlight. She's a mother, and that's very important to her. She's a granny and family person, and very down to earth, which I know from knowing her. So I kind of wanted to get everything in, and I know she's going to sing forever, you know. So all those kind of things combined, and I you know, I was nervous because I spent a good while on it. I wanted to get it right in my head, and then I was nervous. I played on the guitar and sent it on the phone, like, so. I just, you know, said a prayer, and she just loved it. She was almost in tears, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And she rang me. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It must be lovely because obviously you grew up listening to people like Philomena to then end up working with them all these years later as well. And of course, we lost Big Tom this year as well.
Yes.
So, I mean, you must have been obviously very sad about that, but you obviously got to know Big Tom over the years as well.
Yeah, I did. And I would have met him a few times at different gigs. A very, very humble and gentleman, you know. But more than that, you know, I was a fan of his, a massive fan, you know. We had all his tapes at home, and actually he was my dad's favourite singer, so we had more probably of him than anyone at home. Yeah. And he just had this knack of picking great songs. It was almost as good a talent as writing songs, picking songs, if you know what I mean? There's the talent there, like, and some guys are very, very good at it. So... yeah, no, he just has some brilliant songs, and I actually recorded some of them, you know, and we do a tribute to him at the dances, and we do a medley of 4 or 5 songs, and people might come up sometimes and go, how do you know those songs, you know? They probably aren't the usual ones, you know, that people would sing, but yeah, no, I loved him. Yeah, he was.
Is there anybody else you'd love to write for?
You know, I'd write for anybody, really. I mean, if someone comes to me, John McNichol wrote a song, his latest single, The Brightest Road. There's a few others now in the pipeline as well. But I'd love to write. There's a lot of people I'd love to write with, but I'll probably never get the chance. I'd love to collaborate with. I'd love to write with Bryan Adams someday. He's my favourite all-time singer, writer, whatever. But and I've met him, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so and I'd like to write with some of the writers he's worked with, you know.
Yes.
Like Mutt Lange would be
amazing,
absolute hero of mine. Like, just all the songs he did with Shania and the Corrs and Bryan Adams and many more besides. So he's probably top of the list, Mutt Lange, probably. Yeah.
All right. So you've met Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Did you ever get starstruck when you met anybody?
I wouldn't say I got starstruck, but I when I met him, you know, there was family with me, and they couldn't get over like how I was just hopping around. I met him in Paris,
right?
And my sister lives in Paris, and he was doing a gig, and then a mutual friend of ours organised that I'd meet him backstage, whatever. So I just couldn't get over how, you know, just chatting about Ireland, and I said, I remember your Slaying gig. I was at him every time he was in Ireland for the last 20 years, but Slaying gig was probably top, and he chatted about that, and then he went off chatting to other people, and then came back and kept talking about Slaying, and he taught me a lot actually, because he remembered the conversation and came back to me, and we're just drinking beer and just having a chat, and but afterwards I have to say, like, it was like, you know, some people have these, you know, they want to meet I don't know, Barack Obama or whoever it may be. But I was happy enough once I'd met Bryan Adams. Like, that was, it didn't matter. It was downhill from there, you know.
Who's the most famous person you have in your phone?
On my phone? That's a very good question. I don't have Bryan Adams in my phone. Who do I have on my phone? I'm trying to think what numbers I have. But I have Lisa McHugh and Nathan Carter, you know.
So are you all really genuine friends in the country scene?
We definitely would have a drink. Yeah, we'd have a drink together, and I suppose everyone's so busy doing their own thing.
Exactly.
You know. So look at the start, I suppose when you're starting out, you kind of naturally have to keep yourself to yourself and just work away and not be wondering what everyone else is up to, and you know, you keep your head down, and you have to concentrate on your own thing, and try and not follow what other guys are doing, because otherwise you really will fall into the trap of just being a poor man, someone else, or do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And you have to create your own thing and create your own road, and for a reason for people to come and see you, as well as go and see other guys. But if you're just copying something, it'll run out of road, I think, in the end, you know.
Yes.
So I was very conscious of that, and I'd learnt that as well from the pop days, you know. So yeah, but no, as I say, look, we're all, definitely, I had great crack and the trips and the award nights. The awards nights are brilliant. I definitely chat to everybody, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. We're coming up to Christmas pretty soon. I know it's hard to think about it, but yes, we're getting close to Christmas. How are you going to spend Christmas this year?
It's going to be a sad one this year. We lost our mum back in July, and she was very sick around last Christmas. So I don't really have too many good memories of Christmas in recent years, so I just think it'll kind of almost be a non-event for us this year. I think we'll just keep it just keep it to ourselves, I think, you know. But I'll be working away. I'm working up to Christmas Eve, and then going home to Dad, and we'll just keep it quiet, I think.
What was Christmas like as a child? Was it always a great time of year?
It was, yeah, sure. Yeah. Christmas is for kids, really, you know. You know, I have a little nephew at home now, Alfie, and he's mad for Santi. But so growing up, I was magical, yeah, great memories of Christmas, and I've actually sang at Mass every year for the last 22 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. So it's always a family time,
and you always come back to Ireland for Christmas.
Oh yeah. I've never spent it away. Yeah, I remember one time when I was in the band, we had to fly out Christmas night to Miami to record. So we got to Miami, the sun was shining, and there wasn't a Christmas tree or light in sight, and we were like, Christmas is over now. We just flew out Christmas night, you know.
Wow, yeah. So looking ahead to next year, what's the big plans for next year then?
Well,
obviously more touring, I would imagine.
Yeah, more touring, and we have some pretty cool festivals in the pipeline abroad as well. We did a few in Spain and France this year, and we toured America this year as well. We did gigs in Boston, Philadelphia, and New York as well. So more festivals in Europe, and usual dances and festivals in Ireland, and a theatre tour January, February, March, and then we hit the UK again for more theatres, and then more acoustics in September, October, and so it's mental. So
when you eventually do get a day off, what's your ideal thing to do on a day off? Sleep.
Yeah. I'm like, it's funny because I'm not saying I'm old or anything, but when I first started, like, you know, you'd be well able to do things on a Sunday or Monday, but if you gig for 5 nights in a row on the Monday, I'm wrecked now, you know, like so, you know, you'd like to think you go to the gym or something, but it's probably by Tuesday by the time you get to the gym or do something productive. But I love going for walks, and I love it's something I want to get into more, actually. Like we were just saying, End is in the band with me, and we're going to make a New Year's resolution that, like, whenever we're gigging somewhere, whether it be Cork or Belfast or whatever, that we just look up a trail and we just do walk, and we during the day and just clear our heads and chat. And that's definitely something I want to do more. We've done it before quite a bit, but we're going to do it more.
Because people forget, when you're flying into these cities, most of the time you don't get time to see anything. You see the airport, you see the hotel, and you see the venue, and that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
It's even a couple of weeks ago, I went to Slieve League, which is the cliffs, the highest cliffs, some of the highest cliffs in Europe, out in Donegal. And I played in Donegal more times. I've even played a gig in Kilcar, which is about 3 or 4 miles before these cliffs, and never made it and went to see the cliffs. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And so that's the kind of thing I'm going to be a bit more proactive about. Yeah.
Brilliant. Are you thinking about the next album?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a whole thing, an idea which I can't say too much about, but it's to do with a song and an album and lots of things. So working on that now. Come January, that'll be my main focus. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Derek, it's been great talking to you, as always, and the very best of luck with the new album.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Come on home. afternoon to Cecilia up in my bedroom. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Home, home. Come on, home. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Whoa, 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 oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. I see you wasting time with that other guy, but you're on my mind all the day, oh. He just doesn't see the beauty that I see. Oh, he'd never leave, no, never stray, oh. Who cares what people say? They don't know anyway. Follow your own heart, play your own cards. Life is yours to live, you got so much to give. I said hello, 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 my Haley Joe. Come on, let me know I can't take it anymore. Is it yes or is it no? My headache Joe, I give you everything that I have to bring. Dirt and diamond rings, what do you say, yo? Just cut all your ties, come with me tonight. I know you feel it's right, let's run away, yo. Who cares what people say? They don't know anyway. Follow your own heart, play your own cards. Life is yours to live, you got so much to give. I said hello, 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 my Haley Joe. Come on and let me know I can't take it anymore. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Come on and let me know I can't take it anymore. Is it yes or is it no? Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. Is it yes or is Who cares what people say? They don't know anyway. Follow your own heart, play your own cards. Life is yours to live, you got so much to give. I said hello, 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 my Haley Joe. Come on and let me know I can't take it anymore. Is it yes or is it no? Hello, hello, my Haley Joe. Oh, come on and let me know I can't take it anymore. Is it yes or is it no? My Haley Joe. is a no, my Haley Joe. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place. Sing it! West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, my country roads. All my memories gathered round here, minus lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, faded on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, my country roads. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling, oh, I should have been home yesterday. Hands in the air, feet stomping. 1, 2, sing it. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, my country roads. Are we ready? Na na na, na na na, na na na, na na na. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. There were 3 old gypsies came to our hall door. They came brave and boldly, oh. One sang high and the other sang low. The other sang a raggle-taggle gypsy, oh. It was upstairs, downstairs the lady went, put on her suit of leather, oh. And there came a cry from around the door, she's away with the raggle-taggle gypsy, oh. It was late that night when the Lord came in, inquired for his lady, ho. And the servant girl, she cried to the Lord, she's away with the raggle-taggle gypsy, oh. Then saddle for me, my milk-white steed, my big horse is not speedy, ho. And I will ride till I seek me bride, she's away with the raggle-taggle gypsy, oh. He rode east and he rode west and he rode north and south also, until he came to a wide open plain. It was there that he spied his lady, oh. Well, how could you leave your house and your land? How could you leave your money, oh? How could you leave your only wedded lord, all for a raggle-taggle gypsy, oh? Lara, what care I for me house and my land? What care I for money, oh? I'd rather have a kiss on my yellow gypsy's lips. I'm away with the raggle-taggle gypsy, oh. Ah, how could you leave your goose feather bed, your blanket strewn so calmly, oh? How could you leave your newly wedded lord, all for a raggle-taggle gypsy, oh? What care I for me goose feather bed, your blanket strewn so calmly, oh? For tonight I lie in the wide open field, in the arms of a raggle-taggle gypsy. hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Ah, you know you are my sweetheart, you're the apple of my eye. To you I bared my soul, without a question why. I'll always do my very best to never make you cry. I'll care for you and love you true until the day I die. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Hey. Don't worry about times ahead, the future is unknown. With every bend and crossroads, you'll never be alone. And if the days get darker and the restless winds they blow, then in the gust we can trust our love will take us home. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Oh, yeah. I'll drive home. Hold on to your hat. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Come on home. Making love in the afternoon to Cecilia up in my bedroom. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Home, home. Come on, home. shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Whoa, 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 oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home.
Well, good evening, everybody. You're all very welcome. We can't talk and play at the one time. You're all very welcome to the Candlelight Sessions. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me all right.
Oh, yeah.
Just waiting for a few people at the bar.
All right.
You can hear me? Yeah. Right, folks, here I am in my kitchen stroke living room. I'm going to sing a few songs for the next hour or so. Hope you're in good form. Alright, here we go.
Oh, you're down on your uppers. I said you need new boots. Well, you listen to your mother. Oh, I said you're down on your uppers. Yeah. I remember when I was a boy, I didn't need no fancy toys. I just wanted to explore. Oh, go out into the great outdoors, over ditches and on the trees, through a million fields of green, till the evening shadows fall. And I would hear my mama call, oh, you're down on your uppers. I said you need new boots. Have you got no others that you can fit into? Oh, Derek came to the worst I've seen. They need more than a bit of a clean. Will you listen to your mother? I said you're down on your uppers. Hey, as I walk these city streets, I'm moving to a country beat. Gray hills and flashing lights, they surround me day and night. But I know when I'm feeling low, where my heart it longs to go, to where the evening shadows fall. And I would hear my mama call, oh, you're down on your uppers. Yeah, I said you need new boots. Have you got no others that you can fit into? Oh, Derek came to the worst I've seen. They need more than a bit of a clean. Will you listen to your mother? I said you're down on your uppers. Yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah. Let's hear you sing it, come on. Oh, you're down on your uppers. I said you need new boots. Have you got no others that you can fit into? Oh, Derek into the worst I've seen. They need more than a bit of a clean. Will you listen to your mother? I said you're down on your uppers. Oh, you're down on your uppers. Yeah, you need new boots. Have you got no others that you can fit into? Oh, Terry Kane, you're the worst I see. That ain't more than a velvet clean. Will you listen to your mother? I said you're down on your uppers. Hey, oh, oh yeah, hey, oh yeah, oh, hey, oh, I come in for your supper, 'cause you're down on your uppers. Yeah. Thank you very much. That was Down in Your Uppers. It's been so long since I've been singing these songs. Forgive me if I get a few words wrong every now and again. But somebody asked me what I'm drinking. I'm on the water for now, but I have a bottle of red wine waiting for me. But yeah, I decided to come on, folks, because I've been doing these, as some of you might know, these candlelight sessions for the last few weeks, and just thought it might be nice to come on live for a change. Haven't sang on here for a while, so I said I'd come on and I suppose do my little bit to try and lift people's spirits, lift my spirits, because this third lockdown is, yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. So I got a few requests during the week. I'm going to do some covers tonight too, just a little section where I'm going to sing some songs from songwriters that I really admire. It'll be mostly my own stuff, so and we've lots of requests as well. I'm not going to do too many requests. I don't want to do too much talking, more singing. Hey buddy, let's stick around here. Let's have another beer in this honky-tonk tonight. Oh, buddy, but have no fear. Little words disappear into the neon lights. Let's get on the wrong side of sober. Get the bottle from the back. It's a little bit colder, yeah. We're another year on, we're another year older. Oh my friend, here we are again, on the wrong side of sober. Oh yeah. Hey, hey buddy, the stories I could tell have been through heaven and hell. And the ladies I have met, oh buddy, bad mistakes I've made, I gotta take them to the grave. But tonight I just forget. Let's get on the wrong side of sober. Get the bottle from the back. It's a little bit colder. We're another year on, we're another year older. Oh my friends, here we are again, on the wrong side of sober. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get on the wrong side of sober. Get the bottle from the back. It's a little bit colder. We're another year on, we're another year older. Oh my friends, I said here we are again, on the wrong side of sober. On the wrong side of sober, yeah. On the wrong side of sober. Whoa, on the wrong side of sober. Yeah, hey buddy. On the wrong side of sober, folks. There you go, it's Friday, it's the weekend. It's time.
And I'm going to do just a few requests, a lot of requests this next song. And you're going to hear reverb on my voice when I'm talking, but the computer's too far away from me to turn it off, so I think it should be fine anyway. But I want to say hello to Donna Miller in Utah in the US. She's a big fan of mine, and she's listening in. Mary in Sydney, and also Diane and George. They had to postpone their wedding due to the pandemic, and this next song was going to be part of that ceremony. Also Marianne Tolman in South Africa, Philomena McGuinness and Gemma as well. It's going to be their wedding song. It was their wedding song. And Michelle and Patrick in Killarney as well. It was their first song. So yeah, slow things down. Here we go.
We all set out to find true love, to meet someone special that is sent from above, to have and to hold together, growing old, to love for the rest of our lives. It's all part of God's plan, my love. You are my woman, and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. Joining our hearts to that do us part, living forever, God's plan. I knew when I met you, you would be my wife. I felt like I'd known you every day of my life. Your blue eyes saw right to my wondering soul and guided me all the way home. It was all part of God's plan, my love, 'cause you are my woman and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. Joining our hearts to that do us part, living forever, God's plan. We'll weather the storms in each other's arms, living forever, God's plan.
Thank you very much. You're lucky I have the candle here and everything. You're lucky because about 2 minutes to 8 I forgot that I lit it, and or didn't light it. Actually, a couple of weeks back I had the perfect take done of what dancing's for. Well, as perfect as it could be, I suppose, from my point of view, and realised then that the candle wasn't lighting. So much for the candlelight session, so I had to do it again. Right, there's lots of people on from all over the world, so thank you very much for joining me. Right, shall we do a bit? Someone mentioned my hat there. There's a good reason for the hat. My hair is a disgrace. I'd love a haircut.
Hold on to your hat and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Hey! I know you are my sweetheart, you're the apple of my eye. To you I bared my soul, without a question why. I'll always do my very best to never make you cry. I'll care for you, love you true until the day I die. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Oh. I don't worry about times ahead, the future is unknown. With every bend and crossroads, you'll never be alone. And if the days get darker and the restless winds they blow, when in the gust we can trust our love will take us home. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. One more time. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Yeah. Hold on to your hat. Hey! That's especially for Kieran, who's listening while driving his tractor. There you go. Well, we have lots of people tuned in from Scotland, and we have Amy there, everybody in Scotland, Sheila in Glasgow. We do a bit of a Scottish medley when we're performing, or especially our concerts, and we do a few songs. We recorded a DVD live over in Inverness. We love going to Scotland. So I'm going to do, I noticed on Spotify as well that this is one of the top Spotify hits for me. So I'm going to do, we'll try and reproduce it here with a guitar, but Marissa there, her nephew Carter is singing along. Who was he called after? Here we go. It's for everybody in Scotland tonight. When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man that wakes up next to you. When I go out, I know I'm gonna be the man that goes along with you. And if I get drunk, I know I'm gonna be the man that gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, well, I know I'm gonna be the man that's havering to you. Let's go! And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles, to fall down at your door when I'm lonely. Well, I know I'm gonna be the man that's lonely without you. When I'm dreaming, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. And when I go out, I know I'm gonna be the man that goes along with you. And when I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man that's coming home to you. Here we go, 2, 3. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles, to fall down. Everybody! Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da,
a man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Don't forget, folks, to share the link anywhere you can. Send it to anybody who you think might want to check out the show and sing along. Oh, love can time on this road from the sea. My desire is always to be here. Oh, love of Kintyre. Well, far have I traveled, and much have I seen. Dark distant mountains with valleys of green, past painted deserts, the sun sets on fire as she carries me home to the mud of Kintyre. Everybody. Oh, mull of Kintyre, oh, Miss rolling from the sea. My desire is always to be here. Oh, mull of Kintyre. Well, let's hear the feet stomping, hands clapping. Across the street, the river runs down in the gutter. Life is slipping away. Let me still exist in another place, burning on the cover from a helicopter blade. Flames are getting higher in effigy, burning down the bridges in my memory. Love may still be alive somewhere, some way. Oh, they're down in lonely desert, the steel towns away. Oh, the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with the love you're rolling off my tongue. And never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Sing along, here we go, if you know it. Oh, the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with the words of love you rolling off my tongue. And never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Oh, the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with the words of love you rolling off my tongue. Yeah. And never will I roam, for I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. I'll be sailing. Yeah. Whoa. Got a request for a wagon wheel there. There's always one. Yeah. Never heard of it. Oh, rock me. Some D-side as well. Oh dear. It's been a while. Just about 20 years. Well, so we keep it lively. Here we go. I can see the tear fall from your eye. Breaks my heart to see you cry. I wish I had the words to say, that in my heart you long away. stay? Yeah, I said, oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Have you gone to ease your trouble mind from the lonesome past you've left behind? Did someone fall for another's eye? I break your heart and say goodbye. Yeah, I said, oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Hey! Have you built a wall around your heart? Is my love in vain right from the start? Our forever is so far away. I think of you both night and day. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. I said, oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, I said, oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Where do you run when the winter comes? Oh, ocean, where do you run? Hey! Where do you run? Yeah. Hey! Where do you run? Roisin. Alright folks, do spread the word about YouTube because it's just, I think it's a really cool platform for us singers. Lots to do, so I'm going to be doing a lot more on YouTube here, so make sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Set up an account, whatever you need to do. And lots. These comments are distracting. Lots of mad requests coming in for songs I haven't sang in. I'm hard set to remember the songs that I used to regularly sing, let alone ones I haven't sang in 20 years. Right, song, it was the title track of my debut album. I hope I don't put this if you like what had happened, put the whole place up on fire. I want to say hello to Eleanor McAleer and her son, Dean, and wife Andrea, and her grandkids Cormac and Ella, and they're listening in New Zealand. And also Alan Bond and his mom as well requested this song, so we'll do it. It's an oldie. I still can see the rising sun and feel the morning breeze. The fateful day I set on my way to try and find my dreams. The world was right before my eyes, my home I left behind. My mother held me close to her heart and said with a tear in her eye that no one's perfection. But learn from the wrongs that you do. Be true to yourself, your family and friends, and the woman who cherishes you. A loving touch can be worth so much more than the diamonds and rings we adore. It's how you were raised to be when you're away from me, be your mother's son. Those simple words stayed in my mind. Time went rolling by, and down the track I found my way back from the bustle and city's bright lights. Now the music flows and love it grows, my sweetheart I have met. And at night I hold it close to my heart and promise I never forget that no one is perfection, but learn from the wrongs that you do. Be true to yourself, your family and friends, and the woman who cherishes you. A loving touch can be worth so much more than the diamonds and rings we adore. It's how you were raised to be when you're away from me, babe, your mother's son. It's how you were raised to be. Promise me you'll always be your mother's son. Mother's son. It's crazy to think that it's a year now since we did the Hits tour and played to sold out crowds. It was our most successful tour, concert tour ever, so it was amazing. The Ulster Hall, right down to the INEC, to Wexford Opera House, you name it. It was a fantastic tour. Time is just rolling by, as I say. But I'm going to mix things up, guys, because I'm going to do all the kind of regulars that people requested, but just for my own crack, I suppose, I decided to add in two covers tonight. And one is a song written by a great Irish songwriter that I really admire, and I was lucky enough actually to get to work with him and meet him a couple of years back. Absolute gentleman. And I could be corrected on this, but this song went to #1 in the American country charts, pretty sure, back in the day. But funny enough, that version was recorded by Mr. Hal Ketchum, but I first heard this song by Mary Black on her album. So it's a great song, fantastic song. It's one of those songs, you know, you think you know until you go to sing it. Suddenly you don't know the second verse. Anyway, we'll give it a go. I'm sure some people have guessed what it is. By the way, the songwriter is Mr. Mick Hanley. And Mick, if you're watching, I do apologize if I get the words wrong. Here we go. Last night I dreamed you back again, larger than life again, holding me tight again, placing those same kisses on my brow, sweeter than ever now. Lord, I remember how couldn't get enough of kissing. Do you know how much you're missing? No, you don't, but I do. Days like a slow train trickle by, even words that I write refuse to fly. All I can hear is your song haunting me. Can't get the melody out of my head, you see. Distractions I've been using. Do you know how much you're losing? No, you don't, but I do. Yeah. But I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. It's no word from you at all the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't. but I do. Yeah. I swore I'd never fall like this again. Fools like me never win. Came to my knees again. Can't close the door on the likelihood things might be just as good. Always believed they would. Gotta let your love invite me. Baby, do you think it might be? No, you don't, but I do. Hey. But I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. It's no worth from you at all, the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do. Yeah, but I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. It's no worth from you at all, the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, but I do. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey. All right, another cover. This is the section I'm doing. Another great song by fantastic songwriter Jimmy McCarthy, and it was recorded by the one and only Mr. Christy Moore, and it's just a fantastic song. I actually added this to a medley of ours for all the festivals, and we did a kind of a, I suppose, a Irish folk rock version, and I was surprised by. I thought everybody knew Right On, Christy Moore, whatever, but certain places I went, I was asked what the song was, and people thought it was a great song and everything else. So I suppose different generations, and sing a bit of it anyway. Here we go. Right On. Truly right, finest horse I've ever seen, standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes so wild and green. Truly ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch, but I could never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see, I could never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. You ride into the night without a trace behind. Run your claw along my gut one last time. I turn to face the empty space where you used to lie. Look for the spark to light the night, to the teardrop in my eye. Right on, see, I can never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see, I can never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see,
I can never go through, no matter how I wanted to. Yeah. All right, we liven things up. A little Irish medley for you this time, and then we'll do some of the some of my own, some of the slower stuff. But here we go. Keep it lively for the time anyway. Hey! Said, oh, row the rat and the bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and the bog down in the valley. Oh, and in that bog there was a tree, a rare tree, rat and tree in the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and the bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and the bog down in the valley. Oh, come listen, bell and bow, unto me pay attention. Don't never fall in love, it's the devil's own invention. For once I fell in love with the maiden so bewitching. Miss Henrietta Bell down in Captain Kelly's kitchen. With me to Valura, me to Valura, with me to Valura, to Valura, with me to Valura, with me to Valura, with me to Valura, to Valura, hey! As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, well, I met Captain Fell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rifle. I said, stand and deliver, for I am the bound deceiver. Give me ring da ba doo da ba da. Hey! Whack for my daddy, oh, whack for my daddy, oh, there's whiskey in the jar, oh. Well, I counted out his money, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I brought it home to Jenny. She said, she swore, she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. With me ring da ba doo da ba da. Hey! Whack for my daddy, oh, whack for my daddy, oh, there's whiskey in the jar, hey! Anybody from Belfast tonight? Hey! I'll tell me ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of the fast city. She's a courting 1, 2, 3. Please will you tell me who is she? Albert and Mooney says he loves her. All the boys are fighting for her. Knock on the door, they ring on the bell. Oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes, a sway of snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Out Jenny Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get a fellow with the roving eye. And tell me ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, stole my comb, and that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3. Please will you tell me who is she? She's a courting 1, 2, 3. Please will you tell me who is she? Yeah. Whew. We got a request there for D-side. It's about 2003, so it's what, 17 years since this song was out. November of 2003.
and it was in the top 10 in the Irish charts. I'm only going to do a bit of it. I'm only going to do a bit of it. I can't remember all of it, but it was in the top 10 in the Irish charts for weeks and weeks and weeks. It went multi-platinum. And I have the disc to prove it. I haven't sang this in so long. I'll just do a verse and a chorus for you. Last night I dreamt you were lying beside me. I smell the sweetness of your hair. You gently reached out to remind me of how it used to be, and I almost believed this morning I'd find you still there. But here in the real world, I miss you madly. In the real world, I'm coping badly with losing you. What am I to do here in the real world without you? That's all you're getting. Maybe in 2023 we might have a little bit of a reunion. Do a re-record? I think so. All right, what are we going to do? A few requests, folks. We want to say hello to Francis and Ciara Gallagher, Francis Ann and Ciara, and all the Jones gang in Wexford, Emma Tumulty and Sharon Donnelly down there as well, and Margaret in Cork, who's tuned in as well. And Hold On To Your Hat was for Brian Rafferty. He's a great fan of mine and he's in Tyrone. He loves the music. I want to say hello to him. And Jenna Roberts in Michael. My home parish, as they say. Ciara, who's 11 listening in Cashel, and Helen and Pat in Romford in Essex. So big hello to all of you. A few more as well, I'll do them later on. I'll try this one. Lots of requests for this one. Got a place in Galway. I was lucky enough to go to this place for my staycation last year. It was absolutely amazing. Got the best week of weather. Cycle around Clifton and the Aran Islands, and lying out on the beach in the Aran Islands. It's God's country. I almost kind of regret not doing a video for this song, but we might do it at some stage. Oh, I think of the night you first caught my eye, and the wind blew your hair, and your love danced in the air, and the band starts to play the old Galway Bay, and we all sing along. Happy times, they've been here and gone. Open your eyes tonight, look at the stars wherever you are. I'll wait for you all of my life under the Connemara sky. You were the one who sparkles so bright, but your heart, it was lost in the shadow of big city lights. Now the silence goes on, and the winter comes strong, but I ride out the storms without you here in my arms. Open your eyes tonight, look at the stars wherever you are. I'll wait for you all of my life under the Connemara sky. Open your eyes tonight, look at the stars wherever you are. I'll wait for you all of my life under the Connemara sky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Connemara sky. Deeside reunion, yeah. What you doing tonight? I wish I could be. Right, what we do now? I want to say hello to Anne-Marie, Elizabeth Scott, Nathan, Roel down there, Deborah, who's watching as well, and Greta, and Aisling Fitzpatrick as well, and Louise Sharp, who's watching in Scotland. Who else have we got here? I think I've gone through. There's been so many requests for different songs and things, but we'll try and. I'll be back here. Don't worry, we're going to do a lot more here on YouTube, I think. So spread the word. As I say, we lots of videos uploaded and different things. The candlelight sessions, different songs. Looks like it's going to be a long year. Yeah. I'll do my best to keep you entertained, all right? Oh, you can't stay here, you can't stay here. I'm out of whiskey and I got no beer. One more shot, be on your rear. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah. It's Friday night, the night's a pub. The fiddle and the banjo roll. Like any good night in any good pub, the laughs and the barrels pour. Coming on one, we're stealing for light. But will I ever close at all? Before I know it, it's nearly light. Time for the last call. Sing it! I said you can't stay here, you can't stay here. I'm out of whiskey and I got no beer. One more shot, be on your rear. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The very next morning on the street, the lads they can't decide if it's a doctor that they need, but to start with the good old fright. They ain't Rosen, we're back on track. Oh, how the chances play. I see them hiding out the back, hoping I won't say it. You can't stay here, you can't stay here. I'm out of whiskey and I got no beer. One more shot, be on your rear. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Whoa. Hands in the air. Whoa. Whoa. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale of day. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, let's go. I say me and my baby gonna pick a bale of cotton. Me and my baby gonna pick a bale of day. Me and my baby gonna pick a bale of cotton. Me and my baby gonna pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, say, oh that's so back, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, back, so back, pick a bale day. Oh, back, so back, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, back, so back, pick a bale day. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale day. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale day. Said, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale day. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale day. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale day. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale day. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hi, folks. I know I did the Christmas album obviously before Christmas, but I've been working away as well on my Irish country album. Funny enough, since October of the previous year, so 2019 or whatever, I started writing songs, and so there's lots of songs, like Wherever You're Going and stuff like that. So there will be an album later in the year. So I decided tonight might be a nice opportunity to sing a song never heard before, which will be on that album. And a song, I suppose it's the lyric is one of my favorites, I think, that I've ever written, and it's about, I suppose, life on the road, really. You'll get the gist. Here we go. Oh, the road is what it makes you. Bands will try and break you. Head and head on, stay strong, it can save you. If you're blinded by the bright lights, take a turn into a dark night. No matter what you do to make it through, it will change you. It can take you high or low. Some days you will be crying, nights you will be flying high. I know someday we're gonna make it. Set your sights on the horizon, that's where your dreams are hiding. Stay strong, if you fall, stand tall, you will find them. Yeah, it can take you high or low. Some days you will be crying, nights you will be flying high. I know someday we're gonna make it. Oh, we're gonna make it. All right. It can take you high or low. Some days you will be crying, nights you will be flying high. I know someday we're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna make it. It can take you high or low. Some days you will be crying, nights you will be flying high. I know someday we're gonna make it. Oh, the road is what it makes you. Bands will try and break you. Head and head on, stay strong, it can save you. Thank you very much. That's The Road, and it'll probably be on my next album later in the year. Right, I'm going to finish up, guys, but I will be back here on YouTube, maybe quite a bit. We'll do a little bit more than I have been doing. I have this request. I do it sometimes, finishing up different festivals, different things, and it's for everybody watching in Holland tonight. to say a big thank you for listening to me tonight. And please share the link and everything else. And as I said, subscribe to YouTube. And set up an account, whatever you need to do. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place. Sing it. Yeah. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, my country road. All my memories scattered round her. Diners there, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Mist to taste the moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place, to the place. Everybody. Yeah, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, my country roads. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get a feeling I should have been here yesterday. Yesterday. Hands in the air, hands clapping. 1, 2, 3. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Yeah. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, my country roads. Oh. I wonder, it's so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. And then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Everybody. Oh, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Well, now I'm so happy, sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. May the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day, when I saw the earth come rolling to carry my mama away. Everybody. May the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. May the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. Home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Everybody. Oh, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Well, now I'm so happy,
sunrise, praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, yeah. Thank you very much, folks. We'll see you soon. Oh, yeah. Hold on to your hats.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place. Sing it! West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, my country roads. All my memories gathered round here, mindless lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty.
Red light flashing bright in my eyes. I can see the stop sign, but I'm only a man. Easy, darling, don't you tease me. You just love and leave me just because you can. You some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. See, my heart says I need you. It tells me to leave you. The devil's in your smile. Save me, my defense is failing. You know what I'm craving. Take me home tonight. You some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. Break my heart. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. I wish I could be strong. Tomorrow you'll be gone. Maybe that's alright. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You're some girl, I know you're gonna break my heart. You're some girl, 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 you're some girl. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Come on home. Making love in the afternoon to Cecilia up in my bedroom. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Home, home. Come on, home. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Whoa, 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 oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home.
All right, guys, I'm here in the beautiful city of Inverness, and I'm here for the recording of my live DVD taking place at the Eden Court Theatre. It's always an amazing atmosphere, a fantastic crowd, so it's going to be a special night, and we're really looking forward to it. We hope everybody enjoys watching at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've been waiting for. Please raise the roof and give a rapturous welcome to the star of tonight's show, Derek Ryan.
And even if it falls your hats, here we go. Hold on to your hat, and we'll try this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Oh, you know you are my sweetheart, you're the apple of my eye. To you I bare my soul, without a question why. I'll always do my very best to never make you cry. I'll care for you, love you true until you're ready. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Let's see those hands in the air. About times ahead, the future is unknown. With every bend and crossroads, you'll never be alone. And if the days get darker and the restless winds they blow, and in the gust we can trust our love. Let's see you sit. Hold on to your hat, and we'll climb this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of weather. Hold on to your hat, and we'll try this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. This side, are you with me tonight? Out for this, we want to hear you sing it. Hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, and we'll see all kinds of. You gotta hold on to your hat, and we'll drive this road together. Hold on to your hat, say you'll be mine forever. Driver home. Good evening, folks. You're all very welcome. Hold on to your hat. Hey! I said, hey, mama, what you gotta do to find true love like Papa and you? Used to take you out on Saturday night, dancing to the beat till the morning light. Said, hey, son, believe it, to find true love you gotta give it. You've only one life, gotta live it. Go son and be fun, cause you're only young. You're only young ones, let's go. Oh yeah, yeah. I said, hey Papa, what you gotta do to find true love like Mama and you? Anyone can see after all this time you'd be guilty if loving her was a crime. I said, hey, son, believe it. To find true love, you gotta give it. Cause you've only one life, gotta live it. Go, son, have you fun, cause you're only young. You're only young ones, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I said, Mama, Papa, let's take it up now. Everybody sing, oh, only young ones, oh, only young ones, oh, only young ones, oh. Let's break it down, say, oh, only young ones, oh, only young ones, oh, only young ones, oh, yeah. 'cause you've only one life, gotta live it. Go serve and have fun, 'cause you're only young. Hey, son, believe it. To find true love, you gotta give it. 'Cause you've only one life, gotta live it. Go serve and have fun, 'cause you're only young. You're only young once, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And for the last time, oh, only young once. Oh, only young once. Oh, only young once. You're only young. You're only young. You're only young. You're only young once. The boys in my band start to play, and God knows it's been a long day, but it's good to be back in this town where you never let me down. I smile as that strong country beat brings everyone to their feet, singing so loud and so proud. Then I find you lost in the crowd, pretty little lonely eyes staring back at me, pretty little lonely eyes. You're all I see. I can't right your wrongs, I'm only singing my songs just for tonight. I'm sure gonna try make you feel alright, pretty little lonely eyes. Maybe it's some other face, but I'm sure I've seen you someplace, standing outside the stage door. All you needed something more, pretty little lonely eyes staring back at me, pretty little lonely eyes. You're all I see. Well, I can't right your wrongs, I'm only singing my songs just for tonight. I'm sure gonna try make you feel alright, pretty little lonely eyes. What was it brought you here tonight? Could it be a melody for all the bright lights? Do you come here on your own when you feel low? Do you feel low? Pretty little lonely eyes staring back at me, pretty little lonely eyes. You're all I see. I can't right your wrongs, I'm only singing my songs just for tonight. I'm sure gonna try make you feel alright, pretty little lonely eyes. I'm loving your lonely eyes, pretty little lonely eyes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pretty little lonely eyes. Thank you. All right, folks, well, it's a bit of a running joke at this stage, but since I launched my band coming on 7 years ago now, I have fierce trouble getting into my own gigs, believe it or not. And we were down in Bantry. We do a weekend of dancing every year in Bantry, but my very first gig in Bantry in West Cork
in Ireland. Well, it seemed like when I arrived that the whole of West Cork was there. There was cars everywhere outside the hotel, and there was a massive crowd inside. But I arrived anyway a little bit late, as usual, and I tried to get a parking space. So I drove up to this attendant anyway in this luminous jacket and all the rest, and I said to him, any chance of getting a space around the back, you know, for the car? He said, oh, not a hope, he said, not a hope. There's a lad here called Derek Ryan, he said, and actually there's loads of people here to see him. It's absolute abandonment of cars here, he says. And I said, well, is he any good? He said, oh, he's not my cup of tea now. Story of my life. Had to park on the road. Anyway, we're going to liven things up with a song, number 1 on the iTunes country chart for us. One called Heaven Tonight, one of my own. Here we go. If you're feeling kind of lonely and the world is lonely, turning those blue skies into gray, well, I know a little corner where the sun's a little warmer. We got pretty girls, beer, and a song all day. Let's go. Throw away your sorrow, let the devil take tomorrow. Got a lovely little angel by my side. No matter where we're going, living for the moment. If the world goes to hell, that's alright. I'm already in heaven tonight. Let's see those hands. Come on. It's a different kind of place. Our body is a stranger. Yeah, we're all stars when we walk in. Could be a farmer or a poet. Nobody's gonna know it. It don't matter where you come from or where you've been. Let's go. Throw away your sorrow, let the devil take tomorrow. Got a lovely little angel by my side. No matter where we're going, living for the moment. If the world goes to hell, well, that's alright. I'm already in heaven tonight. That's right. Give me those hands, come on, everybody. Throw away your sorrow, let the devil take tomorrow. Got a little angel by my side. It don't matter where we're going, we're living for the moment. If the world goes to hell, well, that's alright.